Is Pakistan on the verge of a breakup? Before we say yes or no, let's take a look at the reality today. About 30% of Pakistan has been submerged under floods, and people have had no respite at all. And Pakistan, which was the sixth biggest exporter of rice, could very well become into an importer this year and the year after that, because almost 80% of the rice crop is damaged by floods. This is a big moment. 275 million people have to be fed, and they don't have their own crop. So I don't know what the implications of that are. But having had all these things on the table, now in United Nations, there is now talk about how Pakistan is going to face its future. Certainly, people are saying that it's going to be split into multiple parts. One, of course, is Balochistan, which might become free. Then you have the old Pakistan, which would be mostly Punjab and perhaps some part of the KPK, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And then you have the POK and Gilgit-Baltistan, which will perhaps go to India because that was always an Indian territory. That's the easy part. Now it comes to the remaining big province, which is Sindh. Now, it is possible that India might say that it wants to retain a part of that Sindh and leave the remaining as what would become a 𝙒𝙗𝙦𝙤𝙤 or something like that. Why would India ask for a part of Sindh? Well, you look at India's national anthem, Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha. So a part of Sindh seems to be natural. But more importantly, there are 7 million minorities in Pakistan and they need a home. India will not make the same mistake like creating Bangladesh and leaving them onto themselves, because whoever escaped Bangladesh and came to India never went back. At least this way, what happens is there is a home that India can stabilize for Hindus of Pakistan, the minorities of Pakistan, and have that place as the place to go for them. Now let's take a look at the geographic location or the way Sindh is structured. Now, to the west of India's border, the desert continues well into Sindh, and that's probably not inhabitable. So you need to go all the way west, as far west as the Sindh River, where you might be able to say, okay, everything to the east of Sindh is going to be India, and everything to the west of that is going to be what I would call as 𝙤𝙬𝙤𝙤. However, 𝙤𝙬𝙤𝙤 would not be something that India would just leave as it is. Maybe India can say, we'll be responsible for your foreign affairs, your defense, as well as your monetary system. India will help stabilize that area, and thereby 𝙤𝙬𝙤𝙤 would be completely able to run itself, but it would be helped by India for its military and foreign affairs. The reason that is important is because what is left of Pakistan is going to be a very aggressive component, Punjab and KPK, that forms the bulk of the army of Pakistan, and thereby it's going to have the same kind of intentions. It's going to show the same behavior it did after 1947. So India will guard against that, which is why I'm saying that 𝙤𝙬𝙤𝙤 will probably have its military being controlled by, or have initially India's military to kind of keep it together, to not allow any mischief from the other side. Sounds a little radical, maybe, but if you listen to Arif Ajakia's recent commentary, and I'm going to give you the link for that, you'll see where I'm coming from. I'm just taking that concept and taking it one step further to try and define some boundaries as to how a carved out Sindh, part of it going to India and part of it staying in Pakistan, might look like. These are all big tectonic changes brought about by these recent floods and the inability of Pakistan to pay back all the dues that it has accumulated. I don't think US is interested in funding Pakistan anymore, but US would help Pakistan be stabilized by India, where India goes in and takes up the responsibility for managing Balochistan as a country, whatever needs they may have for managing 𝙤𝙬𝙤𝙤 and let Pakistan deal with what is remaining there of course, POK and Gilgit-Baltistan will become part of India. What happened to CPEC? Well, I don't know. First of all, we need to know who's running things in China, and now is the best time to come to some sort of a split like this. If you don't agree with me or agree with me, please do send in your comments. These are all very, very early stages, but the stage is set. Sometimes nature decides for you what needs to happen. And I think in this case, nature has decided that Pakistan has to go. So this is my 2 cents. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.